Right. We wouldn't even be talking or having this conversation if it wasn't already prophesied and ordained for us to have said conversation. Because I remember a time frame where the words Illuminati was sending a shiver through somebody's spine. I'm like, no, don't say that. Don't say that. You gonna wind up get that's that Sambo mentality. That's that Sambo mentality. That's that Samuel L. Jackson Candyland mentality that has been killing our people and been setting us asunder for many moons in a day. Which is why Martin Luther King said. That's why. That's why Martin Luther King said what he said. He said that he don't want to be responsible no more for leading his people into a burning house, which they recruited him. They recruited him. They recruited him. They recruited him. His dad was a Mason. They recruited him to do what he did. That speech, I have a dream. I have a dream. Yeah. Yeah. People people not gonna people ain't gonna read it. People people like but exactly. Exactly. He wanted everything to be different. That's that you gotta remember. You gotta remember the people that are saying that are the same people that are in power. These are the same. These are the same people that is telling us to let slavery go, and this is also the same people that are shooting our people in the back. So who you going? So my thing is, which is still a puzzling conundrum. How can you believe the lies and the deceit of the same people that's going to sit here and lie and kill you in your face versus your own brother? But again, this ain't nothing new because our own people threw Christ up under the bus. So if Christ wasn't exempt from getting thrown up under the bus, then what does that say about you? Right. This is the most controversial book on this planet. This is did let me finish. This is the most controversial book on this planet. In 2006, they did a study on this same book without the Apocrypha, and they tested every version of said duplicate Bibles because they were supposed to be easier to read or whatever the case may be. They tested it. And then in 2006, these same scientists, this same group of religious scholars who wants to make y'all coexist, because y'all didn't seen these bumpers out there with the symbols on there adding up to coexistence and all that. Well, the Bible itself, the KJV Bible itself, is 96.7% accurate according to man's standards without the Apocrypha. That's a well-known fact. You can look that up for yourself. Don't take my word for it. You can look it up for yourself. It states in the book you're supposed to study and show thyself approved anyway. So you're going to have to go out here and put in your own work. See, folks in our community say it all the time and put it in the rap song time. I'm going in and put in work, cuz. It's time to really go ahead and put in some work and save your soul. And save your soul. Again, I'm not, I'm, I'm not doing this to get no brownie points with him or whatever the case may be. I'm doing this because I believe in what I'm saying. Again, I'm a former atheist. I didn't have no reason then to believe in him because I was under the same guises and the same consequences and the same curses, just like everybody else. But God allowed himself to be shown in a lot of different ways to get my attention, which is why I'm here today having this conversation with you. And in the midst of me saying this, I want you to really look within self and go back and question what you were told. You can go and look this up. I'm not going to lie to you. I got no reason to. Because at the end of the day, this is what it's about. It's about salvation. It's about helping our people. It's about awakening our people. And our people perish due to lack of knowledge because they won't open a book that they're so scared of that's going to make them contradict everything that you're sitting here standing in the mirror trying to glorify. They're trying to make you into what they want you to be. They're doing it now. They've been doing it with our culture. They've been doing it with our foods. They've been doing it with everything up under this island sun, which is why our people won't gravitate to this book. Which is why our people won't gravitate to this book. And you need to gravitate to this book because the book holds our heritage. It holds our history, which is why they have kept this book under lock and key for so long. You can research the Roman Catholic Church's history and find it out for yourself. You can research the Protestant Church's history and find it out for yourself. You can go do world history and geography research and go find it out for yourself. But the thing about this, they hid the truth in plain sight where we would not know where to look for it. The last place that we will actually see this. Now that everything is coming to pass, like that same book that they've been scrutinized, over 2,000 prophecies still fulfilled that scientists still cannot even diffuse, let alone explain. I mean, they still can't even explain why the body physically dies when the body itself is self-healing. So therefore, on that note, that should definitely let you know that there is a greater power in play when it comes to the supernatural. Everybody wants to go off of physics and mechanics. Yeah, that's cool and all. The physics and mechanics are there. But if it's not upon his blessing, if he doesn't give the okay, the word go, it's not going to go. So there's a lot of people out here that's trying to have babies right now and can't. There's a logical reason behind that. It's not meant for you to have them. And the reason it's not meant for you to have them is because God had already seen something come down the pipeline in the foresight future that's not good. It's not saying that you're not able to produce, because remember, Sarah was 99 before she had Isaac. 99. 100 years, barren. And she laughed. And then lo and behold, Isaac came. So for those that are out here having babies now, at 40 something, 50 something, 60 something, it's not far fetched. But scientists made it seem like it's far fetched because, again, their job is to lie to you. Their job is to deceive you. Their job is to mislead you. Their job is to kill you. That is their job. And they have been doing it. The stats and the facts add up. All you have to do is do your research and go put in the work. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. And that's all I've been doing. I'm not perfect by no means. Neither is my brother. We both have been through a lot of crazy situations. I still cuss from time to time. I'm working on it. There's a lot of things that I'm working on. I'm not trying to sit here and say that I'm holier than thou. None of that. All I'm saying to you, from one person to another, from one brother to another, you've been lied to, you've been bamboozled, you've been tricked. And I can tell you how, if you're willing to listen. If you're not willing to listen, then I'm going to dust myself off and leave you right where you at. I know that sounds messed up, but again, we've been doing what God been wanting us to do for so long without even knowing that we've been doing it while we were asleep. And now that we awake, it's even more evident now. But I'm going to go back to where I was at. So I'm going to read this in its entirety. Deuteronomy 28:49. And the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. English is not our native language. Keep that in mind. But I'm going to continue to read. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young, which that's currently going on right now with this pandemic. The young are suffering. They're dying from this disease that's killing them off before they even had a chance to do anything spectacular or great. And the old, who are not able to take care of themselves, who are failing in health, they're dying off a lot more quickly now. But in regards to our people, they threw our kids to gators and fed them. And the old, they killed them. Didn't have no use for them. They were too weak, which they're getting ready to do again. And they're doing now. The old are getting killed off and the young are getting killed off. So there's a particular age group, particular bracket that they want. And it's probably between like 25, it's about 44, 45 or something to that degree, to where they want to keep slaves enslaved and they still want people to be idiots and build their empire. That has not changed. Just because you see these celebrities running around thinking that they're getting away scot-free, no. They're cannon fodder. They're distraction. They're distractions. Right. No, I haven't seen it. Another concept of the Matrix. Yeah. Yeah. It's still in the same realm, but I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, Bird Box, those movies that make you think outside the box, like Inception, stuff like that. So yeah, I'll check that movie out or whatever the case may be. But yes, yeah. 3D, 3D.